Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, actually, this will be some good news in that lightweight division slash 140-pound division, which is the junior welterweight division or super lightweight division. 140 pounds. Should be a lot of good news coming, right? Well, we had the undisputed lightweight champion, Devin Haney, who was activated his status as being undisputed, moving up to 140 pounds to fight the most dangerous guy in the division, and Regis Prograis. I think we can all agree that he's probably the most dangerous. Not saying it's exactly the best, but the most dangerous. And he has a title, and Devin Haney activated his mandatory status so he can fight him. Now, in the meantime, we know Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor and said he retired, which we all knew that wasn't. I didn't even really acknowledge that here because we know what time that was. And so the WBO had given him 24 hours to say, did you retire? If not, you're going to have to fight somebody. Barboza or whatever, Barbosa, forget his name. Either fight him or Jose Ramirez, who I ain't happy with because Jose Ramirez didn't fight Regis Prograis and wanted to fight Richard Colby. But anyway, he had 24 hours to really decide, are you going to be, what you going to do? You going to retire or not? So anyway, in comes your boy, Devin Haney. Devin Haney can also fight for that WBO title against Teofimo Lopez. So what I've heard is they've been going back and forth on Twitter or somewhere like that. And here's the deal. What I want to tell you guys is this. It's very simple. Keep your eye on it so you can get a good laugh, right? Teofimo Lopez wasn't retiring. The point was, man, I'm going to need to get me some money because after beating Josh Taylor and I didn't fight Regis Prograis, I went to go fight Josh Taylor, but now I can't pick anymore. Devin Haney's coming up here, right, to fight. I'm going to probably have to fight a unification with Regis Prograis. Let me retire because I'm going to want some more money because I don't really want those fights. That's how I interpreted it. And that's because of what's happened in the past. So now he's talking to Devin Haney over the social media, and the same things are happening that were happening at 135 pounds. And my point is, it's funny. If you guys want to have a good laugh, pay attention to Teofimo Lopez and his behavior the next 4 to 5 days. Just watch the silliness that's about to come your way, right? It already had started. Let's remember, Devin Haney was Lomachenko's mandatory at 135 pounds. Lomachenko went and got a franchise title, which was very new and egregious, wrong, evil, whatever kind of adjective you want to give it. It was just wrong. It should have been illegal, to be honest. But so Lomachenko didn't fight Devin Haney, who was his mandatory. Instead, he fought Teofimo Lopez. That's who he wanted to fight. And good. He has who you wanted to fight, who you chose to fight, and you lost. Right? Teofimo Lopez now has the franchise title, which they said just months ago that it wasn't transferable. But they gave it to Teofimo Lopez, so he went on and act like he was undisputed instead of Devin Haney, who had the real title. So he acted like he was undisputed. Matter of fact, he ran around the internet with a duck on his head saying he's ducking, all those crazy things. And then when he saw Eddie Hearn at the time, who was the manager for Devin Haney, he said he wanted $10 million to fight Devin Haney. Now, he's fighting for 1 and 2 all the time, but wants $10 million to fight Devin Haney, the feather-fisted guy. So instead of fighting Devin Haney, he wants to go fight George Kambosos. He picks the easier one, just like Lomachenko had just did prior. Lomachenko didn't want Devin Haney, went somewhere and got beat. Teofimo Lopez didn't want Devin Haney, went somewhere and got beat from George Kambosos. Same thing, which is funny, right? So here we are. We're going to just fast forward up to right now. His father asked for $20 million to fight Devin Haney. You see what I'm saying? These feather-fisted guys, these guys who everyone always says feather-fisted, have problems getting fight. Demetrius Andrade, you see that with Canelo. Feather-fisted, because what feather-fisted mean, Shakur Stevenson, Demetrius Andrade, Devin Haney, them kind of guys, you can mess around and get embarrassed on national TV, and you have no excuse after the fight. That's what it's all about. You don't have no excuse when you get beat 12 rounds because somebody's more talented than you and you weren't able to knock them out. Those fights people don't want to have. So Teofimo Lopez wants so much money for fighting the guy who's probably not going to flatline him, just going to embarrass him. So this is the second time. So he's asked for 20 million now, and you just watch what's going to happen in the next days, and just watch Teofimo Lopez's behavior when it comes to Devin Haney, and just have a good time, because it's going to be ridiculous. All Teofimo Lopez really has to say right now is what Devin Haney says. They never say. Devin Haney says everyone says everything except let's fight. Teofimo Lopez should be wanting Devin Haney because so he can say, look, I was really undisputed. I could beat you. And let's just have the damn fight. Instead, he's saying something also crazy. Like he's the A side. See? Start with the A side stuff on. Start right away. A side. What do you mean A side? Devin Haney's undisputed. You weren't. You know, Devin Haney makes just as much or more money than you. What's up? You in this division, and you went up to fight Josh Taylor, but that doesn't mean you're A side versus Devin Haney. I think that should just be, you know, off the table. But these are the things that you're gonna have, and watch Teofimo Lopez in the next couple of days, and just enjoy yourself. You'll see what happens. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all. Enjoy the ride.